DJDUBL.
It's DJDUBL right here, and today, none other than Yxng Bane in the building.
We in the building.
What's going on, bro? Take two.
Respect.
Alright, this is a dope one for me, right? Because when you back an artist from like a grassroots level,
Yeah.
and then they blow up in the way
Yeah.
that you have, like
Yeah.
it's always dope to catch someone early on and see how they develop, man. It's always a good thing to witness in that. So I'm glad we're finally sitting down to have this conversation, bro. It's been a couple of years in the making, I think. You reached like a crossroads in your life where you had to decide whether to do university or do music.
Yeah.
And it seems to be paying off now.
Yeah.
But how hard was the decision at the time?
Basically, growing up, I always knew what I wanted. As in, like, I knew what kind of, like, I knew I want to live this kind of life. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. But there was never no direction. You get it? So up as a kid, it's like, all right, cool, I'm going to primary school. Then I'm going to secondary school. Then you go to college. Do you understand? And then when I was going to college, obviously you're doing what you're doing as a young teenager to get to what you want, the lifestyle you want. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then after, so then when college was done, it was like, I have to do something now. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I was good with numbers. And then I thought economics. So I can try to get into like investment banking and try to get some shreddies that way.
Serious money there.
And then, but no, it worked out.
A lot of people would say that Fine Wine was like the track that really broke you.
Yeah.
Personally, I would say Shape of You.
Yeah.
The remix was the one.
Yeah.
Because Fine Wine, it sort of dropped at the end of the summer.
Yeah.
And then I feel like it kind of took about 7 or 8 months to really build up to what it was, what it has become. Did it feel that way for you? Was it like a slow building track or did it?
Because remember, you're a DJ. So it's going to be like that. Unless it's like a tune that as soon as it's dropped, as a DJ, you like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then, but as for me, it was like, we feel it because we feel it from the jump.
Right,
Do you understand? So we feel it from the minute it goes up on like your Instagram or you post it, compared to the posts you've put out before or whatever, you feel the difference.
Straight away.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because the comments and et cetera, et cetera. So then you kind of know, okay, cool, this one they're slightly more excited for kind of thing, if you know. So, yeah. Shape of You was therefore a big moment and Fine Wine was therefore another big moment. But if I feel like Fine Wine was like, okay, it could be looked at several ways. You know what I'm saying? You could look at it as Shape of You. Fine Wine was the first time we heard of him. Shape of You was a confirmation. But then you can't say that because it was a remix.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So then after, it's just a funny one. It's just beautiful music. Let's just keep it.
Beautiful music, bro.
Yeah.
Shape of You really opened like, I feel like it opened a lot of doors for you.
Yeah.
And it kind of burst you into the mainstream, into like those, the commercial crowd, as it were. Then you had the top 10 with Bestie. You had a top 5 with Answer Phone. You dropped your own single, Rihanna, which charted as well. And it all seemed like, bro, it's like you weren't doing anything wrong, man. Like everything seemed very calculated and like, right, we're going to do this, then this is going to happen. Was it calculated?
I wish,
because I know you got a very strong team behind you. Or was it just potluck?
It was just work. It was just work. Because, like, if man was to sit here and say it was planned and that's absolute nonsense because you plan for the bestest of results. Do you understand? And if you look at HBK, which, like you say, I have a team behind me, blah, 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 it went 32.
Yeah.
Any minute now, we done that, me, DBE, by ourselves. That went number 14.
Right.
So, and we just done that spontaneously, like, do you understand? So sometimes it's just, I don't know, my guy.
Just what's happening
what's happening is happening. You get me? The people choose.
Yeah.
Do you understand? The people choose. The music speaks for itself. The people choose whatever they mess with.
From the outside, you make it look so easy.
Yeah.
Like the way you're just processing all these hits out. The
but
way, obviously, we've done how many live shows together now? Like
100.
The way you perform on stage to the crowd, like you make everything seem so easy.
Yeah.
Is it natural to you or is it like...
Nah, bro. Like,
Is it a
people
struggle?
don't see.
Do you find it difficult?
You see, because I'm not on the socials like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't really see when I'm snapping. I don't snap when I'm in the studio. Do you understand? I don't snap when I'm in the studio. I don't post it on my Instagram story or when I'm I'm here with you. Do you understand? And people don't see that we're doing this. Do you know what I'm saying? And they don't see. I don't be posting stuff. So that's why I get it sometimes when people feel like it's luck or because it really ain't, because they don't see the hours, bro.
They don't see the work.
You look at my pictures on Instagram. There's not one picture of our eye bag. There's not one picture of our eye bags. You understand what I'm saying? So. But it's just what it is, bro.
What kind of things matter to you? Like,
family.
As an artist, I mean, like, does it matter that you hit in the charts? Does it matter that you're getting on radio playlists? Does it matter that, like, Wiley came to the show, so you're getting, like, major co-signs and stuff? Like, what kind of things do you celebrate as an artist?
Everything.
Every achievement?
Personally, I'll celebrate every achievement. Every single one, car. Without every single one, you wouldn't be where you are. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it all contributes. Do you understand? And yeah, man, every single moment is appreciated. And the love don't ever go unnoticed. Do you understand? It's always appreciated.
I see you constantly on socials, like on Twitter, for example, like retweeting, responding to the fans. So yeah, it's definitely not unappreciated. HBK's the project. I came to the screening for the prequel. Very, very dope, man. Like,
love, my bro.
Amazing mini movie. And I saw that before I heard the project. So I was aware that the music inside it was going to be in the project, but you didn't obviously get full songs, and I couldn't fully listen to it because I'm watching the thing. With the prequel, what was the thoughts behind putting it out? Like, sounds blunt, but what was the point in doing
that? So cool. Basically, I've always wanted to do a film, about my life, but I'm like 22. My life's still, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I ain't accomplished. I ain't where I want to be. My story isn't finished, like, you know what I'm saying? So then it was like, okay, cool. But so then G's written the film because he wanted him, Ezzy, and Pierce, the directors as well. They've come out with a film, etc., etc. But it was more so also to give a different insight of our community. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, a lot of the times, it's all with negativity. Do you understand? When they see a group of boys together, they think, intimidation, they're going to go and do something. Whereas in the movie, we were showing a group of boys and pure brotherhood. Do you understand? And little things like in the details of how boys teach each other how to become better. Like, you got the girl walking out across the road, and then his boy shouts at the guy, he goes, hey, yo, and then he goes, hey, bro, what's wrong with you, man? You're shouting. Don't talk to a girl like that, man. Approach her, but like little things like that, so... Yeah, man, it was dope. It was dope. The prequel was dope. And that was the point of it. It was just to be realistic. Because nowadays, like, every time you go on YouTube, you know, your favourite artist is in a rave and that, but when he goes home, it's not in the rave. And you know what I'm saying? And so, like, the 22, it was like to give them something relatable as well. Do you understand? I
like the fact that it was... Yeah, it was relatable, and it was all based realistic. Around the car as well. And the car wasn't like some mad, real expensive car. It was like an Astra or something, wasn't it? So I like that, man. So that was the prequel. Was HBK like the main event then, or is the prequel to more visuals?
The prequel is the prequel when it's on.
Okay.
The film. And so
was it a prequel to? The mixtape?
No. We don't know yet.
More visuals.
We don't know yet.
More visuals.
We don't know yet.
I see. I like it. More visuals. So you mentioned that G came up with the concept. G Fresh, of course, for those people that don't know.
Essie and Pierce.
G Fresh has been instrumental in your career.
Yeah.
And I remember when he kind of took you on.
Yeah.
And that was around the time when we were supposed to sit down and do the interview, a couple of years ago now.
Yeah.
How difficult was it for you to put your career just straight away into the hands of another artist to kind of take it and guide you?
It was easy back then. Yeah, back then it was easy still. Yeah, because it's somebody who's done it before, so you know he's so
been
you think
through the
he's
machine.
not gonna,
Yeah. Why is HBK not an album? Why is it called The Mixtape?
Because it was just about a period in my life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When it's album time, we'll talk about my whole life.
Okay. So this is just... That
was just summer 17.
Yeah. And how did you come up with the name?
Through life.
Heartbreak Kid, right? Is that HBK? Is that what it stands for?
HBK,
Heartbreak Kid?
But it's not like walking around breaking girls' hearts. It's got nothing to do with that. It's more so sometimes in life you end up in situations where it's like, you're in it, and it's like, you either let it change you as a person, or you just go, cool, let me just carry on. The minute you change as a person, when you change as a person, that's when it don't affect you. But when you decide to be the better person and just be like, you know what, it's cool, it hurts. You get me? And then that's where HBK came from.
Squeezeface is the first track. What does Squeezeface mean?
That's my brother.
Okay.
That's my brother.
Right.
That's one of my pals.
Okay, right. Because I was going to say, like, I was listening to the track for a definition, because you don't even say Squeezeface in the record.
No, since we was young. That's my pal.
Okay. And I heard the howl at the end, so I'm like, right, cool. It's still in Lone Wolf mode. Like, I like the man, so I'm a big fan of Full Moon.
Full Moon,
of course, like.
Yeah. You're going to love me soon.
It's the illest project, bro.
Love like that.
Needed Time was like, I'd say, is that kind of like the single at the moment? It seems to be the one that is resonating with everyone. Off the mixtape, it's the most popular.
Yeah.
And it fits with, I'm talking from a club perspective, it fits in the clubs, it fits with what's going on the radio right now, so that was dope. What is it with you and classic cars? Because I've seen the video and that's got another classic car.
I'll be real with you, bruv, that's G.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
Is he like living vicariously through you right now?
No, seriously, blood. Even like, we got the better video as well. Like,
yeah.
He's thinking of all these ideas. I don't know where he's getting them from. Wavy though.
Maybe it's all the stuff he didn't get to do yet. What's your favourite track off HBK?
Every time it changes, bro.
Is it like asking you what your favourite child is? Like, imagine you've got 14 kids.
Yeah,
like, which one's your favourite?
John. Nah, man. It depends, man. It depends on the time of the day, the weather. The weather as well, for some reason. When it rains, I kind of like Christopher Nolan or like Trust.
That one's an interesting track to me, because when I saw the title, I wasn't sure what to expect from it. And obviously, you get your name from the Batman movie.
Nah, from the director.
From Bane.
Yeah.
From Bane, who's from the Batman movie. What is it, The Dark Knight Rises? Was it The Dark Knight Rises, or is it like the comic book
I've never watched the movie, my brother.
I know.
I'm not allowed to, but I'm going to watch it real soon, man. I need to watch it. I've been saying that for so long.
So why is this one called Christopher Nolan?
Christopher Nolan is called Christopher Nolan because if you listen to the instrumental, my bro, there's this thing where it goes ding, 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 ding,
right,
ding, ding. And to the naked ear, before my vocal, the sound, there's a special effect that's been used because the sound's been layered.
Yeah.
So it sounds to the naked ear like it's getting louder. Do you understand? But it's actually not. And Christopher Nolan, like you said, done the Batman movie, and he done what is it? Dunkirk, right?
It's Dunkirk,
and he done, and it was
that's
Dunkirk,
a bad film as well.
And that's a technique that he uses in movies to create tension.
Right.
Do you understand? And then so when I heard that in the beat, that's when I was like, I'm gonna call this tune Christopher Nolan. Then.
Okay. It's still mad that you haven't seen the film yet.
Yeah, I know.
It's a bad film.
That's bad.
What point did you decide to take the mask off?
First
and
video
why?
shoot. First video shoot.
First video shoot.
I think last song.
Why?
I don't know, man. At first, it was like I had this thing where I didn't want to do it, but the minute I got there, I was like, yeah, man.
Probably the best decision, man.
Yeah.
I think probably the best decision you've ever made.
I know, same.
Slip and Slide was another. I think that's probably a personal favourite of mine.
Yeah.
Because it took me back to like that Full Moon style.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, similar to like Froze as well. That kind of Yxng Bane.
Yeah.
And it reinforced what I tell so many people about you.
Yeah.
Is I feel like you're like the UK's answer to Travis Scott.
Yeah.
The versatility, like the vocals, the rap ability, everything, man. Was that intention for that song? Were you kind of trying to keep that Full Moon, that original Bane in there, or
no? Bro, you see this talk. This is why you're my guy. Yeah. The Full Moon Bane. I'm telling you, it's not gone nowhere.
Still there.
I'm telling you, it's not gone anywhere. Like, he's really not gone anywhere. Like, there's still loads of that. Do you get like? But it's just when I feel that way is when I record that way. Do you get like? There's bare tunes that way, but it just hasn't been packaged in the same way that Full Moon was packaged. That's the only reason why sometimes it feels like he's gone. The the old Bane is gone.
I'm not saying I don't like
No,
stuff.
you're not saying that.
I like
I'm just
it,
saying,
but
when they say they feel like
project,
it's,
man.
yeah. No, 100%, I agree.
Yeah.
And that's why, yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Got me excited, bro. So Late Night was the only track on there, the only full track, I'll say.
Yeah.
With a feature.
Yeah.
Got Kojo on there and DJ Tunes.
Yeah, big up.
Why was this one important to put on the mixtape?
This one's just it's a family thing, innit? Mm-hmm. You get me? This one is a family thing. This one is just, it's what I like, it's what I want, it's what my brother wants, and it's what the people want at the end of the day as well. Mm-hmm. They love seeing us together as well, and
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? And we do it for where we're from as well.
Apart from Isla on the interlude, there was no other features.
Yeah.
How come?
That weren't done consciously. Like, there's a feature that was supposed to be on there, but...
Problem.
Yeah. But it's still gonna happen anyway.
Okay.
You get me? It was just like his label was, labels,
Oh, so we can say who it was.
I don't know when this is gonna be out. If it's
Friday,
gonna be out,
probably.
but when is this out by Friday?
It'll be out on Friday.
Oh no.
Okay, so his song featuring Bane.
Yeah, basically, you see his BMT song that he dropped.
Yeah.
Because he was dropping a single.
Yeah.
Oh, but okay, we'll just cut that. But because he was dropping a single, his label didn't want him.
Okay, so scheduling conflicts, innit? Right, got you.
But just
label problems, man. Because the version I heard, that was
I'm for the people.
Who would be your ultimate collaboration, dead or alive?
Michael Jackson.
MJ.
Just because it's Michael Jackson.
You don't even need to justify it, bro. It's Michael Jackson, innit?
Michael Jackson, bro.
All right, so 2 more tracks I want to real quickly talk about. Loving You.
Yeah.
Where we see like a completely different side.
Yeah.
You're singing your heart out on there, bro.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable enough to do that sort of thing live?
I sing live.
But that's like...
I know
really,
you sing live, singing live.
But that's like singing like... This is like a ballad.
I know.
It's not like...
And I'll be real. I would sing it live.
Yeah.
I could sing it live. Smoke a bit less on the day.
Yeah.
But no, you definitely can sing it live because I sing all the time in the car. Do you know what I'm saying? But I never had a singing lesson. I should do. Yeah.
Better was a dope record as well.
Yeah.
You spoke a lot more in depth about yourself and certain issues in that, and I feel like there's a lot more. You're a lot more open on that record to begin with. So like, was that a difficult decision to kind of put that in there and open up that much more? Better was for me. Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Better was like therapy. You know, when a lot of those things were happening, I didn't have the time or the luxury to stop.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me stopping would have probably been suicide. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I didn't have the time to stop. I had to carry on, so I was still away from home. I was still away from everyone, still travelling and going on the stage and doing this and doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't want to.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, so when I made that tune, it was like a fresh breath of air. It was a fresh breath of air.
Breath of
fresh air. That's how mad it is. When I made that tune, it was like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. It could have been you playing the piano, man. You ever thought about playing piano again?
I need to get back on that as well. There's a lot of things I need to get back on. I need to get back on the piano. Maybe some singing lessons.
Maybe. Doesn't really sound like you need it too much, but maybe.
Maybe, yeah. And, yeah.
And maybe, have you ever thought about doing a track in French or Lingala?
Yeah, I've got a track in English, French, and Lingala out now with Franglish.
Oh, I didn't know that.
French artist, yeah. Makassi, yeah.
Sick.
We've got to tune that together.
Multilingual, you know.
Yeah.
I'll have to check. What's it called?
Makassi.
Makassi, what does that mean?
That means strong.
Strong.
So
Sick.
the song's like, it says, love me now, Makassi. That's like, love me by force. Yeah, I like
Sick, man. HBK's out now.
Out now, baby.
European tour starts next year.
Next year, March.
Oh, yeah.
Brixton.
Last one.
Talk to me.
Why is there only one London date, one England date, one United Kingdom date, and there's 2 in Germany? We only shown the UK love once.
I just done the whole tour.
Yeah,
I just done the whole tour.
That's then. This is.
I just done the whole tour we're gonna do Brixton, and you know, Baney Boy is always giving you surprises anyway. You know, Baney Boy is for the people anyways.
There we go.
So we pull up at Brixton, we do up Brixton, and then we're on to the next. Boom, bam.
There you go. DJ Double here with Yxng Bane.
Done now. Bam.